Up next, it's a light heavyweight championship fight between Forrest Griffin and Rashad Evans. All right, here he is making his way to the octagon and looking to leave as the new UFC light heavyweight champion. He is the #1 ranked 205-pound contender and is finally realizing the title fight here tonight. He believes he has a lot of advantages in this fight. He believes he's the better man. Look at the confidence on his face. No UFC jitters for this man. He is out to prove tonight that this champion is a one-trick pony and that he is the best light heavyweight on the planet. We'll see if he can turn those words into actions here in short order. Well, he has joined a long list of Hall of Fame types: Chuck Liddell, John Jones, Daniel Cormier. Now this man is the hunted at 205 pounds. He is the UFC light heavyweight champion. He has defended the belt. He has proven without a shadow of a doubt that he's the best 205er in the world. A lot of momentum with the challenger here tonight, though. A lot of people think we're getting a new champion. The champion is not among those. We'll see if this man can walk out the same way he walked in as the undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world. Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight title fight. More than a decade separates these two fighters when it comes to the age, with some differences in height and a similar reach. And now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Murgliata. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC light heavyweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 24 wins, 8 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, presenting the challenger, Sugar Rashad Evans. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 19 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, presenting the reigning, defending UFC undisputed light heavyweight champion, Forrest Griffin.
This is for UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. Nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready? Are you ready?
All right, here we go with round 1. You are paid to tell us what you think is going to happen as an analyst. We have a striker, we have a grappler. Doesn't always play out that way, but what are you expecting to see in this one?
I'm expecting the grappler to try and go and make contact with his opponent. If he can make contact, he can drag this fight to the mat. I expect the striker to try and maintain range with his jab, with his kicks, to make this a stand-up affair.
Just misses there with the left.
Oh, big punch land.
All right, so there's the early takedown. He told us on Thursday he didn't necessarily see a path to victory if he couldn't get takedowns. That is certainly a good sign.
Right away, he got the takedown. I don't believe they could have imagined that it would work so well so early. Great job.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Griffin. Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some thrills in this ground and pound fighter. This young man is as good as any you've ever seen.
Evans' strike attempt there is blocked.
This is exactly what he needed to get a takedown and secure the position.
Oh, useful strike on the ground that was. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Good work from the top here by Evans. Griffin gets back up again. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Lands the ground and pound strike.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Evans. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage on it.
Lands with the ground and pound. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Evans. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Griffin. Ground and pound strike there now. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom. All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knee. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Some fighters don't check a lot of leg kicks. That one was checked. Well, he has really come out aggressively to start this fight. He's staying technical, but we have certainly seen an uptick in the volume and the output compared to his previous fight. Good start for him here tonight.
Ooh, big shot lands.
Griffin gets absolutely torched by that uppercut. That one figures to leave him on. Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. Evans gets another takedown. That's been there all night. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Griffin. Well, you're starting to see the damage now, bleeding from his cheek. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
All right, so that's the end of the round. A lot of highlights from which to choose, but his success in that round certainly rooted in his offensive takedown.
And that's what he does, right? He's a grinder. He's the type of guy that wants to get a hold of you, drag you to the floor. It doesn't bother him that much if you get back to your feet. He just wants to continue to make you work the entire time because he understands this type of grind most guys can't keep up with.
All right, so we'll see how it goes here in this round. Previous round, it was all him just taking his opponent down really every time he entered.
Yeah, every time he got in on the leg, he was able to secure a finish. And that is the idea you want as a wrestler going into a fight. If you have to change up the technique, it's fine. It's not always going to be the very first attack. When it's the first attack, you're very happy. But most times, you got to chain things together if you want to take down a great fighter.
And we know how hard it is to maintain the wrestling, right? The hours required in the gym to make sure that wrestling's still at a high level. He's putting in the time.
Yes, he's putting in the time. And also, you see it in his movements. When he gets to an attack, he's constantly shifting positions. He's constantly moving his opponent. He's constantly trying to give him too much information to process.
Right.
And that comes from a lifetime of wrestling. If he just started this, it would be very difficult.
Oh, the master of the transition. Nice scramble. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Man, that cut is only getting worse. Canvas cleanup guy's gonna be busy. Oh, these are some big punches here from the top, DC. He hasn't needed to enter his opponent's guard yet, and he may not have to.
He may not have to, but he's doing a real good job of being aware. There's danger when you stand at the top of a move like that. You gotta watch up kicks. Notice how he leads with his hips when he goes to land the strike.
Oh, great head movement there. Slips his head off the center line, and defensively, that's exactly what you're looking for.
It's almost like he can telegraph when the punch is coming. And when he sees it, he just makes a slight little movement, right or left, to get out of the way and avoid those shots.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Oh, now he's got the tie plum, Daniel. If you're on the other side, what are you trying to do to get out of this potentially dangerous position?
You got to start digging your shoulder to a side and then trying to shove an underhook. You cannot bend down to try to get out of Muay Thai punch.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Nice punch by Griffin. Blocks that strike. Winded up on the right there to no avail.
Big punch lands through the middle.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. All right, some really cooling work here in the clinch. Both fighters really struggling to gain a dominant position.
That happens whenever you understand the position. Both know exactly what they need to do. And when both fighters are trying to do the same thing, it's very, very difficult to get the desired results.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Muay Thai plum. Oh, effective strike there by Evans. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Now connects with a right. Well, he's been good tonight, but he missed with that one. Nice 1-2 there. Well, that is exactly how you turn defense into offense. Catches the kick and dumps him on the mat.
What a great job timing that kick, driving into his opponent and putting him on his back.
Just a slip there. Whoa!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh! Just missed with the left there. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. just out of range with the big right hand. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, the round is over. Gut check time for him now. You see the cut on his cheek has gotten really, really bad. And even though it's not affecting his vision, if it gets any worse, the doctor will be called in. And I can assure you, he's going to have no choice but to stop this fight. All right, well, the crowd enjoyed those 5 minutes. DC, take us through some of the highlights from that previous round.
Face punching at its best. He loaded it up, he threw it straight, threw it long, and over, that punch found the target. It allowed him to really dictate the pace of that round.
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. Sound defensively here as he stays upright. Double leg takedown, no good. Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands. Punch over the top.
And just misses with that big right hand. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. How do you get out of harm's way here,
I mean,
DC?
you got to shove that knee, John.
All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Outstanding pressure from top position here by Evans. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Evans. Griffin's right torso starting to bruise pretty good here. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
He's having his way with him here. Well, he's got his back now. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Solid strike on the ground. Back mount now. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Evans is right back to the full mount. Sound strike on the ground. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted. Oh my goodness!
Let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
And once he got to the top, he started to land brutal ground and pound until the fight was called off. Just a dominant performance from the top position.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murgliano's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 32 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Sugar Rashad.
Well, DC, I don't know if you agree, but for me, there are few things as exciting in this sport as when we crown a new UFC champion and we got a new light heavyweight king tonight.
Man, I don't know if there's anything that excites the fans, that excites the masses more than a new guy getting the belt wrapped around his waist. He knew this moment would come. He finally has achieved his ultimate goal.